Hello friends, Amanda here. Welcome back to the Whimsy Stamp YouTube channel. Today I've got this really cute birthday card featuring some really awesome products. I really hope you enjoy it. Let's get into it. So the products that I'm going to be using today are the Tweetie Pie stamp, the inverted scallop die set, the Cutie ABC die set, and the Dickens 6x6 pattern paper today. I really was inspired by the pattern paper. I absolutely love this. And of course the cute little stamp set. First thing I wanted to do is I wanted to ink blend my main greeting. So I die cut the word happy from the Cutie ABC die set with some wood grain cardstock, and I'm ink blending some deep blue in like a gradient from the bottom to the top. I wanted it to look like it was kind of gradient. I didn't want it to be completely blue. I wanted to leave a little bit of white in there just to kind of break it up a little bit so it wasn't so dark and kind of matched with the background. And I'm just ink blending from the top to the bottom. And you could easily, you don't have to use wood grain cardstock, but I used wood grain cardstock to die cut the little frame that I'm going to be using as well, just to add some kind of wood texture to it. Now you definitely don't have to do that. You could use just plain old white cardstock, but I was just trying to add some texture to the card. Next I'm going to stamp down my secondary greeting onto some blue cardstock, and I'm going to heat emboss it using some white embossing powder. And this says Bird Day, which I thought was super cute. I love the little pun. So I wanted to make a really cute happy birthday card for somebody in the winter time. This stamp set has got lots of really fun greetings. They've got birthday greetings, there's winter greetings, and there's actually holiday greetings, which I think is super great as well. Really versatile set. You can use it for all winter season, including the holidays, which I think is really creative and a really good use of a stamp set. You get lots of opportunity to use it for different occasions. Once I had that all heat embossed, I'm going to fussy cut it out with my scissors here. Super easy to do. Just take your time and go around. I just follow the line of the actual stamp itself. It's not complicated if you don't have the dies, which this set doesn't, but everything in this stamp set is super easy to cut around, so there's it's not really that hard to do. And you can also just do masking, which I think is a really fun thing to do as well. So there's lots of options with this. And there I've got my greetings all ready to go. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get right into my coloring. I'm using Copic colors today. You can easily use any color medium that you have. The colors that I'm using are listed on the screen. And I like to start darkest to lightest. I know that's not really the typical way you're supposed to Copic color, but it's my preferred method of Copic coloring. It's kind of, I guess, a lazy way to Copic color. It's just a little bit faster for me, and you don't have as much control, but it's a little bit quicker. So I started with the branch with some E70s, and then I'm going in with some really pretty teal colors for my little birds. This is probably one of my favorite color combinations. And then for my birds, I wanted them to be kind of like robins. I know that they're a little bit light for robins, but I was just kind of playing around with my Copics, and I found out that this looked really cute together. So I'm using the E40s to do the birds themselves, and then for their little chest area I am doing the lightest E41, and then I'm going in with R22 right along the bottom and then pulling it up with R20 just to make it look like they have like a little red chest. And then once I'm all done with the coloring, I am going to fussy cut this out with my scissors as well. Super easy, wasn't too difficult, just took my time with it. And then I'm going in with a white gel pen just to add a little bit of highlights and details here. This is optional, you don't have to do this. I just like doing it with cute little images like this. I really think it brings it to life. Again, it's completely optional, you don't have to do this. Next I'm going in with a Stardust glitter pen and adding a little bit of shimmer to his little pom-pom on his hat. And then I'm going to go in with a black gel pen after I add some more shimmer to the snow here. And I'm going to add it to the little eyes on the bird just to brighten them up and just kind of make it look a little bit, I guess it kind of brings them to life to me. I think that's just the way I see it whenever I do these. Just kind of adds a little bit of something to them. So I'm going to set that off to the side there, and you can see how cute this image is. I just love it, these little birds together. And I'm going to get the inside part of my card done. So I have a white panel here, and I'm going to stamp down one of the greetings from the stamp set that said, "The best way to spread birthday cheer, singing loud for all to hear." I love it so much, super cute. Reminds me of the movie Elf, which is my favorite Christmas movie of all time. And I'm going to stamp down one of the little birds as well, excuse me, on the inside, using the same blue ink that I used on my Happy die set, die cuts, excuse me. I'm going to get that stamped down. And I just love this set. I love the little bird with this hat. I just think it's so cute. I actually have a flappy ear hat as well that I wear all the time in the winter, and it's so warm and comfortable. I just love it. And it looks just like this. It has like little tassels on it, and it's green. Just love it. I'm going to add that panel to the inside of my card here with some liquid adhesive. And my card base is just a piece of dark blue cardstock. It is a side folding card base today instead of top folding. And then I can get the rest of my card put together now that we have all of the elements ready. So I have my piece of pattern paper here, and I just love this little scene. It is so cute. This Dickens paper is so perfect for winter. There are images for the holiday season, and there's also just some nice plain winter images, so you could do a whole lot with this set. It's super cute. I fell in love with it as soon as I saw it, and I cut my panel for this a little bit too long, so I'm just going to trim off the excess with my paper trimmer here, and then I can get to assembling the front of my card. I just love the way that this card turned out, and I love just the simplicity of it. I live out in the woods, so we see birds all the time out in the snowy trees, and I was just inspired kind of by what I see on an everyday basis, and it just was so fun to do. Next, I'm taking my frame here. This is from the inverted scallop die set, and I just love this set. I love this frame. It is so perfect, and it comes with a bunch of like smaller frames that you can add as well. And some stitching details. Super cute, super versatile. A really good way to frame up a little scene if you're doing something like this. And there's another smaller scallop frame as well, so if you wanted to do more of a focal point instead of doing a large frame like this, you definitely can. Again, super versatile. You can use it for lots of things, and I got so many ideas for it. I just popped it up with some foam strips. You don't have to do this either. You could lay it nice and flat, but I wanted to add a little bit of dimension to the card. Now, if you don't have any thin foam strips and you don't really feel like cutting apart foam adhesive, you could definitely just die cut this several times and just stack it on top of each other to create that frame. I think this would be really cute as a shaker card. Add some pretty snowflakes in the background and just kind of make it a fun shaker. That thought had crossed my mind, but I decided to keep it kind of simple today. So I'm going to adhere my little birds here flat down using some liquid adhesive. And I'm going to tuck the side of the branch kind of under the frame so it looks like it's a part of a tree that's out of frame. And I'm going to put an acrylic block on top of it just to hold it in place while it dries. And while that's drying, I am going to pop up my Happy die cut. So I die cut this greeting, excuse me, out of that same cardstock 3 times, so I could stack everything up on top of each other and create a dimensional die cut. Again, if you have foam adhesive, you could definitely pop it up that way. On skinnier die cuts like this, I don't really like to do that because it's very tedious and time consuming. So I just like to die cut it several times out of some more cardstock, and that way you get a fun dimensional die cut. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to stack all these up on top of each other, and then I can get it added to the card. Get this last letter all stacked up here, and then I can get it added using that same liquid adhesive. And I just love this little set. I love the kind of wonky shapes of the die cuts. Super fun and whimsical. Goes with the little scene I've created here really well, and it's just super fun. It makes for a really fun card. And if you didn't want to use the wonky letters, there's other word dies or letter dies that Whimsy carries, so if that's not really your style, you can definitely switch it up. Gonna adhere it down using the same liquid adhesive, and I like to kind of lay out my letters where I want to place them, and then I like to start from either end just to make sure I have the spacing right. It just kind of helps me get everything lined up right, and I wasn't too worried about if they weren't completely straight. I wanted to kind of stick with that little bit of a wonky, fun kind of layout and design. And I just think it's super cute. I love this so much. I really love alphabet dies because you can create whatever you want, any word that you want. You don't have to stick with a single word die or anything like that. It just makes for a really versatile set. And I'm going to adhere the bird day down as well with that same liquid adhesive. Get that attached down there right underneath the happy. Super cute. Love it so much. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to add a little bit of glitter to the happy word, just to add some sparkle and shine, just because you can't ever have too much glitter, in my opinion. I really like adding glitter to all the things, especially winter cards, because it reminds me of like when the snow sparkles, and that's just what I like to do. Again, you could leave it out. And lastly, I am going to go in with some liquid drops from Nouveau, and I'm going to add some snowflakes right on to the little scene, just again to add some dimension and interest to the background. And that will finish up my card for today. I really hope you enjoyed this fun birthday card featuring some amazing products from the Whimsy Stamps. If you enjoyed the video, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing to the Whimsy Stamps YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any more videos. All the products that I used today are listed in the description below and can be found over at the Whimsy Stamp website. Again, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you again real soon. Bye!